Hello, welcome to another exciting video about Ali discussing his ongoing struggle with social anxiety disorder. So I thought I would take this opportunity just to record another video, give you guys an insight into how I'm doing, how the last week's been. To be honest, I'm not really doing too well at the moment. There's a bit of a bug going around at the moment, like a stomach kind of bug, and for the last few days I've just been really ill, and today I have just felt so quiet. I mean tired. Sorry, I'm so tired I can't even get my goddamn words out. Just really drowsy and just just blah, you know. And I've noticed the last few days at work I have just been ugh, I don't really want to talk to anyone. I'm just in my own little world, you know, very irritable and drowsy and stuff, and just ugh. But in terms of the anxiety as it is, it's just an ongoing struggle. I've had a few downs, to be honest, few bad incidents. One of them, I was walking home today, and it was raining, and I got to this hill, and I was walking up the hill. There was loads of cars going past, and I just all of a sudden I became really awkward. I was like, oh god, I don't like this, and I just got these feelings every car that was passing was looking at me, and it was just making me really uncomfortable. So that was one of the incidents. If you watch my previous video, you would understand I'm not cured. I truly do feel for you guys if you have social anxiety, because I fight it all the time, and basically I just decided to record these videos because I found it helps me. I mean, I don't particularly enjoy doing these videos. What I mean by that is I don't find them comfortable, but I just got to push myself, because if I don't, I just don't want to. I just want to live my life, man. I'm sick of just being really just not necessarily shy, but just too afraid to do stuff, I guess, because the fear factor just holds you back. Another example of within the last week, I had basically another moment of anxiety. I basically went into town to meet my son. To meet my ex, to pick up my son, because I look after him on weekends, and basically she was in a supermarket. Well, not a supermarket, it's called Primark here. If we've got any American viewers out there, I don't know if you've got Primark over there, but basically it's like a clothes store. And yeah, so I walked all the way to town. That was quite bad. I was on edge a little bit. Then I found with myself, as I get to the centre of town where it gets more busier, that's when the anxiety kicks in. And I literally got to the doors of Primark, and I was like, whoa, I can't go in here, man. There's just too many people around. It's just too overwhelming. So I just decided to sit outside, and I kid you not, I was there for just sitting there for about 15 minutes, psyching myself up to go. And I'm thinking, Jesus, Ali, it's a shop. Look, you see these people walking past, and they're going in. Why can't you do it? And it's hard, man, because I just you just feel like such a fucking idiot, you just. And so my ex rang me, and she's like, Ali, she was like, where the hell are you? And I'm like, well, actually I'm outside the shop. And she's like, you're joking, can't you actually, because she actually knows I get anxiety, I suffer with anxiety, so she was like, you can't come in. And I was like, right, this is pathetic. I was like, I've got to do this. So I got off the phone, and I just literally walked in, and yeah, hated it. I was looking around and stuff, getting the anxiety, but I was focusing on my son. So as soon as I saw my son, the anxiety went away, kind of thing. I just didn't care about anyone around me at that point. Anyway, and then basically we had a quick look around the shop, and basically we started queuing up, and that's quite daunting for me, because the queue, it's quite, you stood there in the queue, and you got people walking past, you got the people on the tills, and it's just whoa, the anxiety happens again, And if that wasn't bad enough, actually going into the shop, I was just queuing up, minding my own business, and then I heard Ali. I was like, oh God, who the hell's that? And I literally turned around, and it was like Alex, this guy who I used to work with, and yeah, I was like, oh Christ, what do I say to him and all this, and he was like talking to me, yo, what's up, Ali? How you doing? And I was like, I just became more aware that I must look ridiculous because I could feel myself burning up. I could feel the anxiety coming on, and I just didn't enjoy it whatsoever. So I just basically, I kept the conversation quite brief, and I said, yeah, I'm just doing okay. I turned around, went to, because I was being served, so I went to put my clothes on to pay for it, and I accidentally, because I was nervous, I dropped my wallet on the floor, so cash went everywhere, and at that point I felt like I was going to have a heart attack. I was like, oh Christ, get me out of here. I can't do this anymore, so yeah, that was pretty bad. Spent the next few days kind of beating myself up over it, thinking, Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. I actually messaged a guy on Facebook and just apologised to him. Why did I do that? I don't know. I was just like, hey, it was really good to see you, but sorry if I came across nervous. I'm having a real tough time with my anxiety issues at the moment. Such an idiot, man. But hey, I'm still here. I'm still alive. What's the worst that could have happened? That's the way I see it. And it's not all doom and gloom. You just got to keep going, and it is hard. It is very hard, and I do feel for you guys. But just to let you know some positive stuff. So I actually did a bit of research into the SA, social anxiety stuff, and I managed to find a UK, a local based help group for myself. So I'm going to be attending group help sessions. The person who runs it, just to give you the lowdown, she basically suffered with social anxiety disorder for the majority of her life, but she actually overcame it. So I hope to attend these lessons, and I'm a bit nervous about it because the first group, basically, the first session's very daunting. You have to walk in the room, and there's obviously going to be loads of people there who I won't, I don't necessarily know, but it's a bit daunting. But I'm just thinking to myself, hey, they're all there for the same reason, so I've got nothing to be ashamed about. I've got nothing to fear. Let's just do this, baby. Let's just do this. And I'll just recently I've been just trying to psych myself up. A few tips. Basically, when you get out of bed in the morning, sounds absolutely ridiculous, but look in the mirror, look at yourself. You've got to learn to love yourself, guys. Because I think a lot of this social anxiety stuff starts because you basically you lose your self-esteem, so you lose your love for yourself, and if you don't love yourself, you're going to project this negative vibe, and people will pick up on this and think, whoa, this guy's really negative, I don't want to be near him. So get out of bed in the morning, look at that mirror, and just say, you know what, smile like me, and just say, you know what, I'm going to kick some ass today, baby. It might seem completely ridiculous, or look in the mirror and just look at yourself and go, damn, I'm looking sexy today. Just anything to psych yourself up. Keep doing it day after day, and you'll find you'll begin to think more positively. And a lot of the time with the social anxiety, a lot of the thoughts you do have is negative views about yourself, and you find often that you do get irrational thoughts into your head, oh, people are not looking at me, oh, my life is shit, I want to kill myself, whatever, irrational thought. Okay, turn it around on its head. Okay, my life is shit, but what can I do tomorrow to make it good? See what I did there? Oh, people are looking at me. No, hang on a minute. This is a rational thought, because if I look around, people aren't looking at me, they're just going about their day-to-day business. Look, turn those thoughts around, keep doing it. You just got to fight it, and you'll find after a certain while, everyone gets the thoughts in their head. But the thoughts come in, you've got to learn to address the thought. Is this a true thought? Is this irrational? And then just push it out of your head. Yeah. So I will continue to obviously record these videos, but once again, thank you for watching, and if you want to do like a follow-up video, feel free. I mean, obviously it is kind of daunting where we suffer with anxiety. I mean, when I first like tried to record myself, I I must have recorded, I kid you not, about 50 videos because I was so nervous doing it, but now it just feels like second nature. But if you do want to do like a follow-up, and I don't know, just give me an insight into like the kind of stuff, you know, the kind of things which you set you off, you know, anxiety wise. What are your triggers about anxiety? Because I find it very insightful, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there as well who, you know, would watch the videos, because it's a learning process. We can all learn from each other. So anyway, take care guys, thank you for watching.